What's good, geeks? I'm Jake. I'm Gen X.
I'm Anna. I'm Gen Z.
And we are Generational Geeks. Today we are reviewing the Netflix original series,
Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and Bone. This is an American fantasy streaming television series developed for Netflix. It is based on the Grisha novel. It's a trilogy. I haven't read any of them. I don't think she's read any of them.
I have not even heard of them.
The first of which is Shadow and Bone. The show by the same name.
Wow. How interesting. I had no clue. The cast is very talented Jessie May Lee as Alina Starkov, who hasn't been in anything else, which is surprising because she was a decent actor. So, yeah. And Ben Barnes as General Kerrigan, from The Punisher and The Chronicles of Narnia, which was a very good movie.
Yeah.
The Chronicles of Narnia.
Because he's
I had to specify.
Prince Caspian. Yeah. So he was in two of the movies, wasn't he?
Chronicles of Narnia.
He wasn't in all three of them. Were there 3 movies or just 2?
I don't remember. I just know
he was good in Punisher.
I just thought, Pretty Lion.
Oh, wow. So this was 80 episodes, and all of them...
80?
80. 8 episodes,
what?
Around 50 minutes.
I really didn't pay attention.
This was 8 episodes, and each episode was around 50 minutes. This was rated TV-14 for violence, nudity, and language. Which, I don't really remember any nudity.
I don't remember any nudity?
No, but I wrote down what it said.
It was listed as an action-adventure drama series, and it came out on April 23rd, 2021.
It took us, 2 weeks to watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aubrey watched the first episode, and
she was like, yeah.
So we finished the other 7 without her. I think she kind of might have come in towards the end of some of the episodes, and we just finished them.
She just kind of played on her phone.
Yeah. She had no interest. So this is a world where dark forces have taken over. A young map maker, Alina Starkov, accidentally discovers that she has the power to change the fate of the world. She is the only one who has the power to summon light.
Of the war.
Huh? Fate of the war. Well, world too.
World
yes.
War, yeah. Hey.
She's the only one that has the power to summon light, and this will make her a key role in the war. She will play a key role in this war.
The Grisha perform what they call small science, and the powers include healing, manipulating air, fire, and water. So, they're basically just from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Well, those, yeah.
And they also have what's called heart renders, who can control people's heart rates, speed it up, slow it down. It's a pretty cool power, not gonna lie.
Yeah, and they can monitor them too.
Yeah, well,
because they had in some of the scenes where they were like, oh, he's lying.
His built-in lie detector, basically. Yeah. And there are a few other types that make an appearance on the show, but they didn't have a super big impact. So.
Well, except for 2 of them. The General and...
Yeah.
What's her name? Alina.
But those are the main characters.
But they were the only ones that had their powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had their crazy powers.
Grisha, small science powers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you go first, talking about what you found as a positive of this show.
The effects in the show were really good. Not gonna lie. For just a little Netflix series. Usually Netflix series have good production, but this one had very nice, visually pleasing things to it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And especially for a unknown type show, first season, I think they did a really good job with bringing out the special effects and making them look good.
Excuse me. When they would use the magic, it was just, wow. It looked very nice. And I have stated so many times that I am a sucker for visuals in movies. So that was probably my favorite part. And like I mentioned before, acting, pretty good. Some people were like meh. But I think the acting was overall pretty good.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So this had some plot twists, and some of them were fairly obvious and some of them were a little less obvious. I think it was a good premise. Not exactly original, just because it's like, orphan girl discovers
magic.
She's special, and all of a sudden,
she's convinced that she doesn't have magic, that she's just ordinary because she doesn't know who her parents are. She's alone in the world, but she has this one best friend that's with her all the time.
Yeah. So that has been played, but as far as the Grisha and how they kind of like implemented that and stuff like that, I think it was original enough. I'm not going to discount their originality. Good performances. I think the two main characters, so General, what's his face?
Kierkegaard.
Yes, and Alina. I thought the actors that played them did a good job. And then there were a couple other actors and actresses that did a good job, but I don't know. Some of it was just a little...
Meh.
Yeah.
Cheesy.
Not even cheesy, just... Yeah.
Just, yeah. Like, not the enjoyable, yeah.
So, acting wasn't the best, but they did have some pretty unknown actors in this. There haven't been anything else, so...
But, I mean, I guess for being unknown actors, they were
I think they
pretty
did a good
good.
job. So that, for me, that's what stood out as a negative, is some of the acting. Another thing was the continuity. I think...
Sometimes it got a little lost.
In the first few episodes.
Yeah.
It's like, there's this thing dividing this continent. And it's kind of a chore to get back and forth. But it seems like they got back and forth.
Fairly easily.
Depending on who they were.
Yeah.
And they got back, and I didn't realize that they had went back, so then when they came through...
He was very confused.
Yeah, it was confusing. But then I Googled the map of this world and looked at it and figured out where they were at and realized that I must have just missed a conversation where they talked about where they were. So, but, that was on me.
Yeah.
Doesn't really take away from the show. So what do you rate this?
7.5.
I'm going to give it a 7. Give it a 7.
We can't speak today. Especially this one.
Not the best. It wasn't horrible. I do not think that I would have to watch season 1 again if and when they come out with a season 2. I think I can pretty much remember enough to not have to watch it again. If it happens to be on, like if you're watching it again, I'm not going to cry and run away. So they have talked about a season 2. It's not official, but it's a strong possibility that there will be a season 2 in some of the speculation that I read.
I mean, it did well. So
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Netflix and the other streaming services, they do pretty short seasons. So, sometimes it's like, oh, we want more because it's really good. But other times it's nice that they're shorter because we can just get through it.
Yeah.
Instead of some of these other shows that have 24 episode seasons. We're still watching Smallville.
I can't believe I started liking anime. Do you know how many episodes are in anime?
No, I do
not. They're hard to get through.
So, with that, if you like this video, click that like button.
Subscribe. Share us with your grandma so she can share us with her
her
book club. I'm Gen X. No, I'm not.
Whoa.
I'm stealing your thunder.
I'm
See,
Gen
I can't
X.
speak either. And I'm Gen Z. And
we are Generational Geeks.